Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. This is the first week in February and the weather is absolutely gorgeous here. The high today is supposed to be around 70 and the rest of the week is going to be in the 60s with a chance of rain every day.
I was anxious to check the weather tightness of our old Civil War era canvas wedge tent, make a video about our new chuck box, and enjoy a few days camping outdoors again.
So Eva and I decided to pack our car and come camping at a state park near our house.
We drove up to Monte Sano State Park just outside of Huntsville, Alabama, and set up camp in our site number 48. This is one of our favorite campsites, and we have camped in it many times because we enjoy the scenic view of the city of Huntsville.
Show you, we're on the side of a mountain and there's the view of the city below.
We also like this campsite because it's located directly across the street from the bathrooms.
You'll see we've got 2 more milk crates here in our kitchen. That was the one that was in the back in the chuck box as we were traveling, and it had our cooking utensils, our eating utensils, some tin foil. We've got some cups and some glasses, plates, bowls, and so forth. Now that frying pan that you see there was not in that box. And over here is the box that we had our cookware, our pots, our Dutch oven, and our frying pan was in that box right there. We've got a little food and eating table right there. We've got a chair, REI roll top table, and Ava's chair. And unfortunately, little Lalo is not here with us on this trip.
After setting up our campsite, we began making dinner and recording our video on the new chuck box. Eva prepared green beans and some other vegetables for roasting.
We got the fire started in our woody folding camp stove. And as soon as we get the coals good and hot, we're going to be putting our pork chops on there and the corn. And we're also going to be making some rice.
Do you have some garlic?
Yes.
Wait.
Look in that little box right there. That little box, right? Yes, right there.
After the fire got going good, we put some corn wrapped in tinfoil and some pork chops on the grill. I cooked the pork chops, and as you can see, I like mine well done, and Eva roasted the vegetables. In just a short time, we had prepared a wonderful meal. It always amazes me how good food tastes when you cook it and eat it outdoors. After 2 or 3 hours, the winds began to pick up considerably.
So here is our kitchen shelter. You can see we got a little bit of wind today. I don't like the wind. I didn't realize it was going to be so windy up here, but we're on a mountain, and so there's more wind up here than it is down below.
Later in the afternoon, the winds got stronger and the temperature dropped, so Ava and I took our showers and headed inside the tent.
Okay, here's the inside of our tent. There's Ava and her son. And there's my son.
That's for the video. No, I don't have any
Oh.
lipstick.
And we've got a little milk crate here with our light and our heater on it, but we didn't use the heater. It's just fairly warm.
Listen carefully and you can hear the rain hitting our tent.
It started raining Monday night and rained off and on all night long. It seemed like the hardest rain came when I had to get up and go to the bathroom. Tuesday was a rainy day, so Eva and I spent a couple of hours hanging around the campsite and eating a little breakfast, and then we left to go shopping and to run errands for the rest of the day. When we returned Tuesday night, it was dark and foggy, so we pulled in front first so we could use our headlights to light our campsite as we're getting organized for bed. It rained all Tuesday night and was very foggy Wednesday morning.
Good morning. It's Wednesday morning and I'm sitting here in our camp shelter listening to the rain hitting on the tarps. It's a very pleasant sound. It's a foggy day here on Monte, Sano mountain. You'll see some of the campground. There's a camper down there, but most of the campsites are empty. I'll get up. There's our picnic table, which we don't use at all. You'll notice that so foggy you can't see anything off the mountain there. And there's our tent back there. We were just snug as a bug all night long. Getting a little hungry now. Here's our kitchen. Notice that I've made new top shelves, one for each of the baskets. We had to put most of the stuff down on the table last night because the wind was blowing that tarp so hard it was knocking stuff off the top of the top shelves. And you notice the table is wet. I've been trying to mop up some water here. We had a very rainy night last night. Unfortunately, I left my woody folding camp stove and my camp chef Dutch oven table out in the rain, and so I'll have to spend some time cleaning them up when we get back home. The weather forecast was predicting heavy rain for the rest of the day with high winds and possible tornadoes, so Eva and I decided to pack up and head back home. Everything was soaked. When we got home, we had to open everything up and lay it out so that it would dry because everything we had was soaked. And so you'll see our ice chest there. There's one of our tarps. I believe that's the back wall for our kitchen shelter. You'll see some carpets that were inside of the tent. There's one of our milk crates with cooking utensils. We've got more tarps over there. That brown one is one of the, I think, the ground cloth for the tent. And let's see here. That white one on that table right there is the top of our kitchen canopy, and there's some more of our kitchen there. There's our roll top table. We've got our chairs down here on their sides. There's another ground cloth there. Back there is our tent. And back on the table, you'll see the tool bag. And all the tools are laid out on the table back there. So everything that we have, there's our tent hanging from the ceiling. Everything that we have has been laid out in the garage to dry. For more information about modern tent camping equipment, procedures, destinations, and ethics, please visit my website, moderntentcamping.com. A link is provided in the description below.